Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Welcome to Finding Yeshua in the End Times. So, this message is going to be quite quick, but I felt a strong pushing to speak to you all about it and to make sure that you guys are taking it seriously in your walk with Christ. Okay, um, this is concerning generational curses. All right. Um, I think oftentimes it's overlooked as, especially people in the world that have not been exposed to the spiritual warfare that we deal with. Okay, generational curses it's pretty much something that you would see a trend in your family, all right, in your life, in your parents, in your siblings, all right. It can come in the form of divorces. It can come in the form of womanizing, all right. It can come in many forms. Alcoholism, all right. So if you can look back and see, oh man, my great grandfather was an alcoholic. My grandfather was an alcoholic. My dad was an alcoholic. I can see myself being an alcoholic because I'm constantly consuming, all right? Same thing with womanizing, constantly. You know, your grandfather was a woman chaser, had 5 wives, or not even wives, but, you know, concubines. One wife with a whole bunch of side chicks. Your dad went through the same thing. You know, you see yourself going through the same thing. These things are generational curses, all right? These are spirits, familiar spirits that take over you and make you do things that most likely you don't want to do, all right? You have to be able to break that link, all right? You have to come out of it. To see it stop down the road, you have to pray, rebuke that spirit, do a covenant fast, something, ask for prayers. But it's all based on you, because if your grandfather was not able to break it, if your father was not able to break it, and now it's your turn and you are struggling, trust me, it's going to continue down your children and their children's children. So somebody has to stand in, all right, and break that curse. Somebody has to stand in and be the chain breaker for that family, all right? And it's not going to be an easy process, because remember, if your grandfather was strong enough, he would have came out of it. If your father was strong enough, he would have came out of it, And if you're strong out of it, if you're strong enough, you will come out of it. But they were not able to come out of it. But you are here for a reason, because you want to know what it's about and what it is that you're facing. These are demons that take over you and force you to do, these evil deeds, all right? So you have to be able to see it for what it is, all right? Back in the day, some people would say, oh, my grandfather was a player, my dad was a player, I'm a player, it's in the blood, and you tend to go around and try to be proud of that behavior. But no, it's not something to be proud about. This is a demonic spirit that has taken over the family and is using you guys for its purpose. All right, this is not the purpose of God. So you have to stand up. You have to stand up and pray against it and break that line for you and for your children and for your children's children. All right. So, in my experience, one thing that you can do is you can always ask for help, all right, at your church, with intercessors, people that pray for you, all right. Some people may not feel comfortable with whatever situation that they're going through, but when you realize, you have to know when to call for help. When you realize that you yourself trying to go through it, you're struggling and you are not able to come out of it, ask for help. Ask for other people to step in and pray for you. Ask for somebody to be your watcher, to keep an eye on you, to help you stay in line. All right. It comes with discipline. First, you have to be able to discipline yourself. All right. You have to see your weaknesses, what leads you into these sins. All right, and be able to stay away from it. All right. Triggers. When you get triggered by it, push yourself out of it. All right. Stay away from those things so that you can keep a certain level of discipline, all right, within yourself. And then on top of that, you want to keep praying. Pray hard, and rebuke those spirits, all right? Every time you have an urge to drink, to womanize, to masturbate, whatever it is that you are dealing with, make sure that you rebuke it immediately, all right? Know that it's an attack. It's not a feeling that you're having because, no, this is not you, having a feeling to go sleep with your wife or whatever, but, or, at a party with family or whatever, and you're having a sip of a drink. But if you know that it's something that it's a problem for you, then you have to stay away from it completely. Don't even tempt yourself. If it's alcohol, remove yourself out of parties. If you're not strong enough to refrain from drinking, all right? Remove that equation out of there until you feel like you've built yourself up to a certain level that you can just, all right, be able to go to a party and not even look at alcohol, all right? If it's womanizing, remove yourself out of a situation where you will be tempted to engage with a woman that's not your wife, all right? So all of these things, you have to recognize it for what it is and rebuke it the moment it comes in your way. Family, this is all that I have to say today, and I hope that it's been a blessing unto you and to somebody out there. All right, so we thank the Most High God for blessing us with this message, and all glory be to Him. All right, thank you all and take care. Bye-bye.